Okay. The title of this story is actually kind of insane. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a very, very odd story. So you guys should stay for the whole thing. But before we actually do get into the story, I really, really quickly just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You guys have been insane. And on top of that, I have a huge announcement for this video. It's huge. It's awesome. And instead of making you guys wait for it, I'm gonna be telling you guys it right now. So guys, check out this awesome announcement. This is all thanks to you guys. So watch this all the way through. Okay, let's see here. I remember when I was a kid, I never really had what? Control. I remember when I was a kid, I never really had control. I partnered with Control to give you guys one of the most healthiest meal replacements ever. Like, I am literally working out with my trainer on this. Like, look, it's literally me not eating fast food all day and actually working out. And with a ton of different flavors, you guys can also enjoy this with me. Use the link down below or use code BUBBA in the Control shop. And we're back. Honestly, like I said, it was pretty cool doing a sponsorship video for Control themselves. I think that's outstanding. You know, being a part of a cool meal replacement program, it's actually insane. It's really, really cool. So thank you guys for all the support and showing that. And like the video said, use code BUBBA. But other than the sponsorship, welcome to another storyline. Wait a minute, that's not my actual intro. Let's restart that. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome to another crazy story. So this story takes place actually back in high school. Back in high school, like I usually say, I wasn't the most jacked kid. And I remember, you know, growing up, I always had like a really weird metabolism, or in a way, I was just really scrawny. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like super scrawny to this day, but in a way, like I'm not in any way jacked. Like, I don't know what it is with food and me, like sweets and stuff, but I could eat like a ton and still stay the same weight. I don't know. I guess I'm forever like 150. Anyways, going on though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like everyone has like their insecurities. And I think that's why, like, you know, going to the gym and getting fit and all this is a big deal. Like, I can't tell you how many people after high school nowadays in my age literally like go to the gym and like have like these workout pages and fitness pages. And I think it's cool, you know, like, I mean, it's better than, you know, sitting in a penthouse talking about all the girls I did the devil's tango with. Actually, no, it's not. I'll give you guys that one. Thank you guys for that, by the way. But no, seriously, like, I think it's really cool how fitness happened. And I remember actually one time back in high school, I tried going to the gym, but I had this awkward moment that, you know, I was worried about sharing, but since, you know, we got sponsored by Control and stuff, I think it would be pretty funny to mention. Use code BUBBA. Anyways, so this story takes place, like I said, back in high school. So I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I was pretty insecure about myself. I was, you know, really underweight. You know, I was like maybe like 104, 105 maybe. And I was like 5'7", 5'6". And I don't know, I wasn't happy with myself. So I remember I wanted to go to the gym. Like, I actually wanted to work out. And I remember I was a really big fan of one of those FaZe guys. I think it was named FaZe Sensor at the time. I don't know if he's still in FaZe. I don't think so. But I remember I used to watch him and saw how like jacked he was. And in my mind, I was like, damn, dude, like I want to be that guy. Playing Call of Duty, have a hot Spanish girlfriend, and literally just like be the coolest guy in the block. So I remember after watching like 16 videos on the bathroom toilet of FaZe Sensor working out and stuff. Yeah, I know it's really weird to do that on the toilet, but still kind of radical. I remember I was like kind of like understanding how he did his workouts and stuff. In a way, I was kind of just watching workout vids. And I think all of us have searched up workout videos online on the internet. Like, there's no way like none of us haven't. But I remember I did that and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna become big. I'm gonna get a hot girlfriend and I'm gonna be cool and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's literally what I thought in my head. I guess I wasn't the smartest kid back then. But anyways, so I remember, you know, the next morning comes by, I wake up and I get my gym clothes. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to dress for the gym. That's one thing I never understood because I didn't want to like, you know, wear like a muscle shirt because let's be real here, I didn't have muscles for the muscle shirt. And also I didn't have like proper shorts. So in a way, I was wearing like my Adidas sweatpants with, surprisingly enough, and this is gonna be kind of funny, like a highlighter t-shirt. I don't know if you guys know what a highlighter t-shirt is. Basically, it's like those really bright neon shirts that you get from Walmart. Yeah, I was wearing one of those. And I remember what ended up happening was that like I put my outfit on, I had my extra clothes in my bag for school, and I went to the gym. Now, when I got there, I'm gonna be honest, it was really intimidating to see all those morning people. Anyways, like I was saying though, yeah, so I went in there and there was like, you know, there's some big people in there, there's some pretty jacked people. But the one thing I did notice was that there was this one really hot gym girl. Now, I know this is the title of the story, talking about the gym girl, but I'm not gonna lie, this girl was outstanding. Like, she can squat lot better than my future. Okay. And that says a lot about a woman. So I remember like, you know, me staring, obviously, because that's the way I am. Like I couldn't like get my eyes off her. Obviously, you know, I was doing like workouts. Like I was doing push-ups. I was curling, you know, those cool big weight thingies. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. They were 10s, but we don't talk about it. But you know, I was like, you know, working out and stuff. And I remember like just kind of like watching and like staring, and it was awkward to the point where like, you know, she was kind of looking back at me, and like she like saw like I was kind of looking. And I remember like, you know, me, I'm just like, you know, doing this thing, I'm just working out and stuff. And in a way, it was kind of like every time I looked at her, she was doing like a workout, and then every time she looked at me, I would like pretend that I was working out harder than her. I don't know, I guess I was like I said, like I was like a helpless romantic. Like I was just trying to like, you know, look cool in the gym. But then I remember later on throughout the day, or like I want to say like almost half an hour in, she walked up to me as I was putting like my 10-pound weights away, and she looks at me, she's like, can you do me a favor? And at first I'm like, oh my goodness, like what is she gonna ask me, dude? Like what is this? She's like, can you like maybe like not stare? And I'm like, oh, like sorry, like you're really attractive and I just got distracted and stuff. And in my dumb was about to ask for her like Snapchat, because obviously, you know, in those moments you kind of would ask for a Snapchat, or like, you know, maybe a phone number or stuff. So I remember I pulled out my phone, and then after that I see her like boyfriend, or I don't know, there was some big tall guy. He wasn't like tall. He was like maybe like 6'3", 6'4", and for me that was tall at the time because I was only like what, 5'6". And he walked up and he's like, is everything okay here, babe? Oh my god, dude, I'm not even joking. I think this guy was actually on steroids. Like this guy was actually huge. Like he was a massive juicer. And like, bro, I'm just sitting there like looking up at him like, hi. And after that big guy was like, why do you have your phone out? And I'm like, oh, like I was just texting back my friend and I was gonna change my song. Thank God I had headphones in. After that, the girl kind of started sensing that I was actually scared. So I remember she turned over to her boyfriend, was like, oh, like he's just new to the gym. I was just telling him like, you know, what's the best way to really get his workout going. And little did I notice that she was actually like a fitness girl and stuff. And she was like actually like talking to me about her fitness stuff afterwards. I don't know, it was really weird, but her boyfriend was like standing right there the whole entire time. And I guess in a way she kind of saved me. And at the same time, like luckily her cherries were like kind of out too. So it's kind of like nice. I don't know, it was like a win-win scenario in a way, but at the same time it wasn't. Anyways, she went back and she like started doing her workout with her boyfriend. And what did I end up doing? Well, I stared, did like 2 more workouts, and then left there like instantly. Funny enough, I didn't do any of the workouts that I watched from Face Sensor at the time, but I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a view. Long story short, don't stare at the gym. It's weird. You're literally weird. Unless you're dating the chick, then go for it. I mean, stare all you want, but don't stare at the gym. It's really weird. Anyways, like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories and use code Bubba in the control shop. I remember after the gym, me and this girl, we ended up going back to her place, and what we ended up doing back there, I'm not gonna lie, was a full-on stamina workout, just like she wanted. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another insane but embarrassing story. Now, today's story all takes place back when I was actually in high school, and this is my grade 11 year. Now, in grade 11, one thing I was always worried about was being too skinny. I think a lot of people have that like insecurity issue where, you know, they don't want to be too skinny nor too fat, but for me, I always had like an underweight problem. I don't know why, but back when I was in high school, I weighed like 140, like 140 pounds to 130, and honestly, I wanted to gain more weight and, well, become, I guess, muscular. I don't know, I think this definitely got to me when I started watching a lot more Batman films and realizing that Bruce Wayne was super jacked, and why aren't I? Because, like, I don't know, I always thought that I was Batman growing up, and I guess, like, realizing that he was way bigger than I was back when I was in high school really made me feel bad. So what ended up happening was, funny enough, I decided to do the one thing that I never thought I would end up doing, and that was to get a gym membership. Now, before I actually went to a gym, I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually been to like a full-on proper gym other than the school gym that we already had. So I remember what I ended up doing was I actually ran up to one of the most jacked guys in my school that definitely took steroids, by the way, which, warning, don't do steroids, okay? It is not good for you. It is not cool. It does not make you bigger. Well, actually it does, but not in a good way. Seriously, you could die from it. But I remember I ran up to him saying, yo, bro, I was just curious, man, like, how'd you get so big? Oh, do you want to know like the truth? Yeah. Well, you see, like, I took these things, and he ends up whipping out pills. Now, that moment I said, yo, no, I'm actually just wondering, like, where do you go, like, to work out? Oh, no problem, bro. Like, just go down to, like, this fitness gym I go to. He ends up showing me a website where it's his gym, and this gym was full of, like, super jocks. Like, I'm talking, like, bodybuilders that you would see, like, Thor going into. So what I did just to make sure that, like, I wouldn't go go there looking like the scrawny lone kid that I was. I ended up asking him, do you want to like maybe like go together sometime and like show me the ropes? Yeah, sure, man. If you want to do it natural too, I'm totally cool with that. After school today, meet up with me there. And that's when I ended up going to the gym with him after school that day. When I got to the gym with him, I'm not gonna lie, it was really nerve-wracking. Seeing a bunch of giant guys just lifting giant weights is honestly scary to look at. But then I remember I ended up going with this guy and he basically showed me the routes of how to get this membership started and all that kind of thing. And honestly, knowing how expensive gym memberships are, I was really surprised of how many people were there. But honestly, it makes sense because it's basically an investment to your health, which I understand how many people want. But here's where the story gets kind of insane. Because I remember when I got in there and I started basically like, you know, following this guy's routine that he was showing me, randomly I ended up seeing a girl staring at me. Now, this girl that was staring at me was like way more muscular than me. She was obviously smaller in terms of like height, but like in terms of like muscle, no joke, she could probably bench me, which is kind of embarrassing, don't get me wrong, but she was like a muscle mommy. And I remember looking at her and she was looking at me, and I look at my buddy and say, yo, why is that girl looking at me? I don't know, maybe because you're new here. I don't know, I don't really ask questions, to be honest. I kind of just work out. Yeah, no, fair enough. I should probably do the same, is what I said. And I remember I started just working out with him. And after an hour and a half of me literally working out with my buddy, no joke, as I'm going to go get my backpack, this girl finally walks up to me. She walks up to me and says, hey, like, are you new here, like at the gym? Yeah, it's my first day actually. What's up? Oh, nothing. I was just like, you know, curious because like I never seen you here. I was just wondering, do you want to like maybe like sometime work out together? I remember I look at my buddy and my buddy just looks at me and shrugs, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And that's when I ended up giving her my name and number and walked away. When we walked out of the gym, my buddy just is super confused, the guy I ended up going in with. And he looks at me and saying, yo, I never actually like had a chick like walk up to me like that, Bubba. Like, that's kind of weird, bro. Yeah, I don't know. She just ended up wanting to work out with me. No idea why, but I'm okay with it. And after all my muscles being sore and I finally got home, I ended up hopping on my Xbox, playing my Xbox 360. I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and as I was middle of a team deathmatch, out of nowhere, I ended up getting a text message. It was from the gym girl that I met, and I remember she ended up texting me saying, hey, it was Bubba, right? Yeah, hey, what's going on? Oh, so like, I was wondering, tomorrow, I'm doing like a full-on stamina workout. Do you want to like join me? Yeah, sure. I'm 100% down. And in my mind, when I was replying to her, honestly, the first thing I was thinking was, why out of all those jacked guys in the gym would she come up to me? Like, I was the most slim and like skinny guy there. So knowing that she had a lot of better options than me made no sense. But I remember the next day finally came around, and after school, I ended up basically heading over to the gym. When I got there, I saw her there, and she looked at me and walked up to me saying, hey, Bubba, you ready to do some cardio? Yeah. Where are we going first? Oh, here, follow me, is what she said. And we ended up going straight to the one place that I never wanted to go in the gym, and that was a treadmill. Now, I never understood the point of a treadmill, to be honest, because like, seriously, why run in place when you could literally just run outside and like feel the fresh air going through your body? Like, I'd rather just run outside than run in place with a bunch of sweaty dudes in the same area. But honestly, I didn't really care. Honestly, I was too focused on her muscles and her, I guess, kind of massive muscular cherries. I know that sounds weird to say, but it is what it is. And well, one thing led to another, finally, and I mean finally, we ended up hopping off the treadmill. I was legit sweating, even though we were only on there for like 15 minutes, but my stamina was not good at the time. And that's when she looks at me and says, I guess we gotta work more on your stamina. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like the best, I guess, at working out. Oh no, it's okay. I know a perfect workout we could work on after. And before she could finish what workout it was, I remember I looked at her and asked her the question that was honestly deep in my mind. And that was, hey, so I just have a random question. I know this sounds like really rude, but like, out of all the attractive jacked guys in this gym, why'd you choose to work out with me? At that moment, she just stares at me right in the face and starts laughing. And that's when she said, here, follow me. And we ended up going to like a quiet part of the gym where no one was around. And that's when she said to me, Bubba, you see all these people here? 80% of them are like on steroids. And honestly, it's not attractive whatsoever to me. But the fact that you came into this gym without using anything and being natural honestly made me proud of you. Honestly, at that moment, I was really proud of myself for not, you know, doing anything like that. But at the same time, I understood where she was coming from. And that's when I told her, oh, well, honestly, like, I'm happy that you think I'm that good of a guy, I guess. And that's when she said, here, you know what? Do you want to just like go back to my place? Yeah, sure. What workout do you want to do there? I think you know, is what she says. And well, one thing led to another. We ended up going back to her place and we did a full-on stamina workout. And this stamina workout, I think you guys all may know what it's called, but it's called the Devil's Tango. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was the best at it. No joke. She was actually so shocked at how good I was to the point where she said, wow, you do have really good stamina. Thanks, I know, is what I replied back. And yeah, we just kept doing it for like another 4 hours since she was super fit and I was just the king of the Devil's Tango. I will say, muscle mommies are really good. But at the same time, would you guys ever go for someone that is bigger than you? Because if you guys would, then fall for more embarrassing stories just like this one. Peace out, guys.